Hello everyone and welcome to another Merlin Mumbles. So this is my first one for 2023. I missed my last one for 2022 because of on and off illness thanks to the changing weather, but I keep looking at the window for some reason. I am back and I am doing pretty well so far for the hobby side of things. I'm catching up with my filming for the Imperium journey. My New Year, New Army, my Blood Angels second company, firstborn only army is doing well. I've completed my first 500 points. I'm just about to start building my second 500 points. Just waiting for some 3D printed basing elements from a friend of mine. And then I can get them battle ready for the tabletop. I also sadly missed my first chance to game of the year thanks to extreme fatigue for some unknown reason. I think ever since February hit, my energy levels have been bleh. But today the sun came out and I've been a little bit more energetic, so I've been doing a lot of filming today. So yeah, Imperium Journey issue 70 is currently in progress. I'm about to start the Imperium Turn 4, so that's going to be a fun game. They need to try and control that objective this turn in order to win in the 5th turn, otherwise the Necrons will be victorious. But I want to see how things go. So yeah, Arcs of Omens. I'm not getting the books at the moment. They do look nice, but I'm just not wanting to chuck 30 quid a month at the books when the new edition is supposed to be coming, and there's supposed to be a lot of rules reworking. So they do look good, but I'm gonna have to leave them for the moment, and I'm gonna just focus on my New Year, New Army for the moment, and then see what happens in the new edition after that. Speaking of a new edition, I'm probably going to be cutting down the armies I have, so I will probably be selling my older Necrons from the Indomitus box. Although I could just repaint the base rims, that's all I need to really do, and add some snow effect. But I might get rid of them just to help clear up some space in my cupboards. I might be giving up my Black Legion project, save for Abaddon, as I still really want to paint him. But yeah, I might be getting rid of that. I have to think about that for the moment. Yeah, I need to finish off the Venom Crawler so I can move on and do more for that. I think I might do the same with my Blood Angels and make 500 points sections, include just to help break down the project even more. Currently it's broken down more into a couple of units rather than a 500 point force. That might help me get them painted, it might not, I don't know yet. Yes. Get started. So I'm still figuring out about what I'm going to do with the 40k get started, but I am looking into the new skirmish mode they've just released for Star Wars Legion. I know it includes a lot of stuff that isn't in the core box, but we could probably incorporate that into the get started for that. But I have also got the updated rules for Star Wars Legion, which I'm currently reading through, and there's not a lot changed, but there's some nice new changes that helps make the game a little more strategy based. Before it was I'm trying to think of the word. It didn't have a lot of the elements that other games such as 40k and stuff have, but they've introduced those now. Some people are seeing that as a bit of a bad thing. Personally, I think some of the elements they've introduced from the 40k side of things, like how cover works and stuff, is a little better than what it used to be. But I'll need to play a game or two to fully figure that out. My new Hoth battle board is doing pretty well. I've got the first layer of spray down ready to put some extra colours on and some extra basing materials, so to make it nice and snowy themed for my Hoth force. I did do a video back along, but I have gotten to post it. I will try and post it soon though, just to show you what things are looking like at the moment. And yeah, all's good on that side of things. Circling back to Arcs of Omen, I did lose my trail of thought there. My prediction on 9 books went totally out the window, but I do feel a good contender for the 5-book rumour, which will take us up to June, ready for June/July time for the 10th edition release set. So the first 3 books are chaos focused, each of them focusing on a big character. We've got Abaddon, Angron and Vashtor. Book 4 is going to be a very Xenos book, and with today's tarot looking even more towards the Tau, yes, I think we're going to be seeing a new Farsight model, and we even did see Farsight and a boss Snickrot model in the New Year teaser, which I was going to talk out in my end of year review, which I never got around to. So yeah, the New Year teaser that came out back along showed off some really good models, including the new heavy weapon Primaris guys. Not too keen on the missile launchers. Especially the weird chain feed to the underslung part. That just it looks weird. That sort of chain feed looks more like a sort of a machine gun ammo feed rather than a missile launcher. So it looks a bit weird to me. I'm going to probably see if I can figure out an alternate way on how to pose these guys and do their weapons. Love the Brutalis Dreadnought though. Oh man, that thing is awesome. Yeah, really looks good. Think of a Redemptor, few extra armor panels, giant claws instead of fists. Yeah, he looks good. He'll be a nice addition to probably my Crimson Fists at first, but I might get a second one later on to go towards my Blood Angels if I do go down the road of adding Primaris to my Blood Angels. But mostly I'm looking at keeping most of my spare Primaris that I have lying around for my Crimson Fists or my Ultramarines, which I'm expanding, trying to include only the stuff that is an Imperium. So I'm adding extra Assault Intercessors so I can field 2 squads of 10 now if I wanted to. And yeah, Imperium is looking good. We are in the final few issues now. So like I said, I'm just finishing issue 70. So that's going to be interesting, what we're going to get for the next few months. Speaking of part works, that brings me to Stormbringer. I am going to do probably a review for issue 1 and issue 1 only. I'm not the biggest fan of the collection as a whole. I like some of the units in it, I just don't like all of it. And I don't really see much point spending out the money if I'm not going to enjoy the actual content, the whole content from the collection. The only things I might pick up which do interest me is I do love all the Sylvaneth stuff. I would like to get all that because it's the stuff I like. The Tree Revenant Lord, a Branch Witch, 2 squads of 5 Revenants, the Revenant Warband from Underworld Series 1, I believe, and also a Tree Lord. So yeah, definitely going to keep my eye out on those issues when they come out. I will probably pick them up and them only. Kind of wish I kept the Sylvaneth army I painted last year, but I still have the premium kit 2 from my Mortal Realms lying around in a box of stuff for somebody. She hasn't claimed it yet, so I'm thinking I might just have to pass it on to keep probably the Sylvaneth bit and sell on all the Nighthaunt stuff. So the other thing I revealed over at Christmas was TT120. Yesterday I got my email saying the set has arrived. They took the money out this morning, and they have also, just before I started filming this, sent an email saying the order is with DPD, or on the way to DPD, and they will be sending me an email to say when they are delivering it. So this week, hopefully, you will be seeing my first Model Railway unboxing on the channel. So I will be doing some polls, as well as some polls / questions to people who follow me and are into model railways on what to add to a railway that I am planning on building. I'm thinking I might do a excuse me. I might do a small L-shaped layout, or I might just do a small circuit layout just to get me started on TT and figure out things, but leave it in a position where I can extend outwards if I wanted to. So I've got a few ideas in my brain on what I want to include, but I'd like to see what other people would suggest from their experience in the hobby as what would be working well on a small sized layout. So I think that is about everything. Yeah, I think I've covered pretty much everything I wanted to cover for this mumble. Yeah, we've done get started. The Legion side of things is going to be getting worked on soon. We've done the Imperium journey as usual. That's been pretty greatly received, and still continuing with. We've done my new army. We've done the Arcs of Omens / teasers for next year. We've done the new Primaris Marines. We've done my TT model railway, and we've done Stormbringer. So yeah, back into Stormbringer. Like I said, I'm not interested in doing it, but if anyone wanted to gift me a subscription as a way to help and support the channel and get more content coming your way, feel free. I will drop a comment down below. If you drop a comment down below, I will contact you about how to get in contact with me if you would be interested in doing that for me. I will, of course, hand you back that collection at the end of it if that's something you would like. But personally, like I said, Age of Sigmar, the Stormbringer collection, there isn't a lot in there that I personally would like to collect. Like I said, the Sylvaneth I would be definitely interested in, but other than that, not a lot. I already have quite a bit of Age of Sigmar I'm not using as it is. I've got Stormcast and Nighthaunts I'm trying to sell, which, oh, that's the point, I was meant to do that this weekend. Yeah, if I'm not too busy, I can still get it done. But yeah, I'm going to put stuff up this weekend just to get rid of it. It's been there way too long. I've also got my Flesh Eater Courts, which I'm waiting for the new book before I decide on their fate, because I do love the Flesh Eater Courts. I got the anniversary model for Boxing Day, which I did a review on. If you haven't seen it, check it out. And I also, of course, have my Skaven. I love my little rats. I've got my army back there in the corner. And yeah, I need to build and paint more for them, but it's finding the time in between all my other projects really to work on them. They do need a dedicated month, I think, for a whole month worth of work on them. But I'm still, once I finished Imperium, I'd have a bit more free time to do various other army projects. So we'll have to wait and see what the end of the year has to offer. But like I said, I am going to be doing more work on my Legion game board, my model railway, and of course my Get Started series, which once Imperium's over with, I can dedicate my whole time to, which I think was a lot of the problem with 40k Get Started. I was in between various projects and I lost my drive for doing it, mainly because we had that heat wave during the summer, so I didn't get as much work done as I wanted, and I just kept putting it off and off. But hopefully with Star Wars Legion, I've broken it down into much easier manageable chunks, and I think I can easily get that through, and if I work hard enough at it, I can get it done pretty quickly in hopefully a 6-month period. I'd like to try and get, I've done 6 missions, I think, to help introduce people into the game using just the Galactic Civil War core set. So I'm going to hopefully try and do 3 videos a month for 6 months. So that'll be the building guide for the various models in the starter sets, a paint guide video, and of course a play guide video. So yeah, if you are thinking of getting into Legion and want to follow along with me, do so. But yeah, that's going to be looking at late spring, early summer, possibly starting on, running through to winter most likely. Yeah, I think I have mumbled enough. Yeah, thank you all, of course, for watching and for your likes on the videos and any comments you give me. It is helping the channel get noticed more and more. Oh, that's another thing I did just remembered. So yeah, my new year, I'm officially starting from February, because I decided to give myself January to try and clear up some of my overdue projects, and I've done pretty well. The table is a lot clearer than it was. So my new year is officially starting now, so I'm going to be doing, throughout February, I'm going to be doing a lot of work on my Facebook page, my YouTube channel, rearranging a few things. I'm going to be starting up Patreon for those of you who would like to help support the channel, get benefits. So the benefits I'm thinking of giving is early access to videos, obviously, increasing discount on paint services. So we'll start at like 5% off for the minimum for £1 membership, then going up to 10%, 15%, etc. So I still haven't figured out the pricing. I think I might do £1 for the minimum, which will only get you access to videos. Then for £5 you get your 5% off plus hourly access, and then so on and so forth, depending up to a certain amount. Yeah, so that's what's happening this month. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of editing work to be done on my internet presence side of things for Mad Merlins. And yeah, we've got a lot of awesome stuff coming up in the near future. So what I'm going to do is sign off saying thank you all for watching. If you think I deserve it, please give this video a like. Subscribe, of course, if you don't. It's the only way you get to hear me mumble. And of course, yeah, drop a comment down below. I love hearing back from all of you. Feedback from all of you guys would be greatly appreciated. And yeah, I will see you next time for another Merlin Mumbles. Goodbye.